Let's fly to Imo State, where a conference was held yesterday and was quite successful from what I saw and heard. So we're going to listen to some people, some of the speakers at that conference. One of them, past Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Boris Johnson, and others were there as well. So I'm going to start with the first female president of Mauritius.
In her hand. And if you look at a country like Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria, 1 in 5 African is Nigerian. And this will stand to rise because by 2050, 1 in 2 working age adults will be African. The 1 in 4 will be African, and by 2100, 1 in 2 will be African. And you can imagine in terms of demography what this represents in terms of potential. And Nigeria is a powerhouse. I have seen this country at work. I have seen the talent of the people. I have seen the energy in Lagos. I've seen the energy in Abuja. In all the places I've gone around Nigeria, it is a power hub in the making. And interestingly, we have got some of the richest and most entrepreneurs, interesting entrepreneurs coming out of this continent. We have seen, for example, the expansion of the Dangote group across Africa. So the hope is permitted, hope is allowed. And I have no reason to believe that this country of Nigeria will not do.
All right. That was Ameenah Gurib Fakim, the first female president of Mauritius, speaking at the Imo Economic Summit. The next person we're going to listen to is the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Take a listen, please.
But it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful that here in Nigeria we are united. We have this huge blessing of ties, of history and language, and woven together constantly by the toing and froing of brilliant Nigerians to my country and back again, and British people coming to Nigeria. And of course, I'm proud, very proud, of what we export to Nigeria. We send you pharmaceuticals and bankers and services of all kinds, automotive parts, all sorts of things. We send whiskey, huge quantities of whiskey, probably more popular somewhere than others. We send, and you send us so much in return. Oil and gas, Nollywood movies, brilliant doctors, nurses, technicians, tech geniuses from Nigeria. Nigeria come to the UK, and we're very grateful. We're very grateful and honoured. And we send you, former United Kingdom Prime Ministers, and you send us, future United Kingdom Prime Ministers, in the form of Kenny Badenoch, who come from Nigeria and is doing better.
Well, you heard what he had to say, but the other things he said, one of those things here, he says, in fact, let me just read the whole thing from Channels TV. I feel perfectly safe here. Boris Johnson dismisses negative security reports on Nigeria. Former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says he feels safe in Nigeria, contrary to the negative reports he had read before his visit. Johnson stated this on Thursday in Owerri, the Imo State capital, while delivering a speech at the Imo State Economic Summit 2025, hosted by Governor Hope Uzodinma. I want you to know that when I decided to come to Owerri, I read some things and there were people saying there may be some security problems in Nigeria. Have you heard that? And I said, well, I am going to go anyway. And let me ask you, do you feel safe here today in this conference? Yes, we all feel safe, and I feel perfectly safe. Thank you, Governor, for what you are doing, Johnson said. All right, so we've listened to the former president of Mauritius, first female president of Mauritius. We've listened to Boris Johnson. Now let us listen to our own Dangote at the same Imo State Economic Summit. Take a listen to Dangote.
That one, all these ones that I'm counting were actually launched on the 11th of December we will make it happen. We'll make Africa, and we will make Nigeria and Africa proud. We are doing quite a lot of distribution network within Southern and Eastern Africa to make sure that yes, we feed them with fertilizer, we feed them with the refinery. We are looking at other areas in Zambia. We are trying to do a copper refinery. All these things will come, and to tell you the truth, by this our investment, we have so many people that are asking us, can we come and partner with you? And that's what we are looking for. We are not enough. We cannot actually build our own economy by ourselves. But with the current policies that we have, with people see that we're investing, they are going to join us and we will come here and invest. We will be one of your biggest investors in Imo. So please tell me which area you want us to invest, we'll invest. Thank you very much.
All right, that was Aliko Dangote promising to invest in Imo State. I was going to read, I was going to read his report, but I think he already captured it in a speech by himself. Someone else was there to, speak to the people in person of the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima. And he said something quite interesting yesterday. I'll let you listen to it, and then we'll listen to something he said a while back, and then we'll find a way, and then we'll ask the question, is this politics or is it reality? Take a listen to the Vice President, Kashim Shettima.
Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I dare say that Ndibo are the greatest stakeholders in the Nigeria project. Half of Abuja is owned by Ndibo. Half of the population of Lagos is largely made up from Ndibo. There is hardly any place in this country. If you don't see an Igbo man, you better run away from that place. If you don't see a Hausa man, you better run away from that place. Because they go where opportunities abound. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to appeal to our leaders to come and invest in this country, in Imo, and in all parts of the Federation, because this is a nation waiting to unleash its full potentials. It's rightly captured by the former president of Mauritius, 1 out of every 4 black men is a Nigerian. And by 2050, we will surpass the United States. Nigeria will be the 3rd most populous nation on earth with a population of 440 million people. And by the end of the century, when all of us here must have become poor tenants in the home of the earthworms, Nigeria will be the most populous nation on earth. So I'm proud to call myself a Nigerian.
Someone says, Ogbo. Let me play the other video. Just listen to it. You know what? Isn't it necessary? But let's just leave it alone. I think we know his politics are big, okay. So I don't have to play the other one because Shettima had some interesting words for Igbos not too long ago. But we'll let that slide. We'll let it slide. Where were we? I was going to play that video sincerely. Let's let it slide. I just moving King Bob DMB shame on the player, but let's just leave it alone until there's real need for it. Okay. I think people know how to whine people in this country. Just tell you something. But I mean, he's a politician, so it makes sense, and it's okay.